Trevor Lawrence turned the corner about halfway through last season in his first year with Doug Peterson. He only completed 62% of his passes through the first 8 weeks, but that jumped to the second highest completion percentage in the entire league over the final 10 weeks with 15 touchdown passes and just 2 interceptions. So, Lewis, how much does this team need to rely on Trevor Lawrence this season?
Yeah, Phil, I think it's mostly about his resilience and his calmness and his poise in the face of adversity is what they really need to rely on the most. Because when he shows that he's calm and that he can handle adversity like he did in the playoffs, and he can come back and continue to elevate his game and elevate everyone else around him, the team feeds off of him. And I think that's the kind of thing that Trevor needs to focus on even more this year. I think the play on the field is going to take care of itself by and large. He's going to be someone who's going to naturally be much better. He just talked about the fact that he already knows the playbook. Now it's about learning the nuance of that playbook so he can take his game to another level. It's just when they hit those moments where things aren't going right for him, people look at Trevor. People watch his body language. They watch how he interacts with Doug. And when he shows calmness, when he shows like, hey, the heck with it, I'm moving on to the next play, the rest of the team moves on to the next play. And that's something that Doug Peterson talked to us about last year, the continuous evolution in terms of the maturation of Trevor Lawrence. And as he continues to do that, this team is going to grow by leaps and bounds. So I think that's something he has to be very, very aware of, his body language and how everyone else is feeding off of him at every moment.
And Lewis, the evolution of Trevor Lawrence mirrors that of this team, because this team grows as Trevor Lawrence grows, and as much as he improves, this team improves. We saw him take a huge jump last season. I think we see him take another jump this season with the addition of Calvin Ridley playing wide receiver to go along with Christian Kirk and Zay Jones and Evan Ingram, who still remains unsigned on that franchise tag. But to me, this team reminds me a little bit of what the Colts were supposed to be before Andrew Luck retired. Trevor Lawrence came out and people compared him to Andrew Luck, saying he was the best quarterback prospect since he came out. Well, guess what? That Colts team was in position to dominate in the AFC South and to make Super Bowl runs, just like I think this Jaguars team now, with Trevor Lawrence, once compared to Andrew Luck, is in position to control this division and in a very tough conference make some runs that people will remember in the postseason.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.